Trying to step back and see the view from above. Cause I know that nothing lasts forever. And I try to crack this iceberg open till it shatters through the ocean. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. Gonna move the ocean current till the waves flood what's been burning. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. Shockwaves with you.
Hello! Good afternoon, everyone.
Shockwaves with you.
It's stream time! Hello!
Shockwaves with you.
Alright, I am just getting things all set up on my end. Hi, Sam.
Shockwaves with you.
Alright. Hi, K9! Welcome, welcome, everybody. Hello. Hello, hello. Turn that light up just a twinge more. Guess what? What? What am I guessing? Oh, Christ on a bike. Okay. Sure. Catnip jump scare, dude. Alright. I mean, it's 2 o'clock. It's an appropriate time to do that, right? You've been saving those points up for weeks? Well, I'll give you another one just for that then. There you go. Since you waited so long for it. So today, I'm gonna write letters to y'all. And logistically, how this is gonna work is... Ooh, that transition was pretty fucking fuego, actually. How this is gonna work is you have to be a part of the Discord, and you have to DM me directly for an address to put on the envelope that I will be sending out. I think that's the safest way to do this, because then you can delete the message with me right away, and then I can just throw the letter in the mailbox and just fucking forget about it. Instead of setting up like a Google form or anything like that. Nice try, And then in between that, or before that, I should say, I'm gonna be sorting some Nostalgics cards while we chat and have a good time. I've already started putting stuff together. Deck building? I can deck build, but I'm gonna sort the cards first. Could you digitally scan the letter and send it to via DM? Yeah, if that's how you want it, absolutely. But if you want the physical letter, we can figure something out. Send it to my fan mail P.O. box. If only there was like a reverse P.O. box, you know? Where like, instead of... Let me explain what I mean by that. If there was like, if you could just send letters to the post office with like someone's name on it and like some other identifier that they could just pick it up at the post office instead of having an address to send it to. Can you do that? I actually don't know. Can you send letters to someone without an address? What about public mailing address? Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. Isn't that just the White House? Wait. That's the RNC! That's funny. Alright. Just doing some card sorting.
Take a moment right here.
Ooh, another new song.
Feeling like it's out gear. Driving towards the sun with a rose and a gun. Feel the wind in my hair. Going nowhere, I swear. Like an outlaw on the run. Dangerous, but it's so fun.
How's everyone doing today?
Running,
Work week going well enough for ya?
don't let go. Running,
Oh, damn it. You know what? I haven't. I've been too preoccupied with Pokemon lately. I just throw on a drum and bass, like, playlist, and then just kind of forgore about, you know, the world around me for a while. If you could, like, you sent it to me via DM, right? Like, just send it again, or, like, reply to your first message, so that, the notification pops up in my Discord again. I give you permission to do that, because otherwise I'll fucking miss it again, because I'm silly goofy. I like the progression in this song. There. I'm noticing that the commons that I pulled have like an order to them, like throughout the entire box. Like there's a pattern.
told my boss that I'm done. Had no luck with my mom. Say, what will you do with your life? You know it's hard to survive.
Sure
A
is.
cigar in my mouth.
Whoa, okay,
Maybe
chill.
guilty but proud.
Alright.
Now I'm an outlaw on the
Did I really only
run.
pull 2 Pigma? That's kind of
So
fucked up.
fun. Running, no.
Oh, this is base set. Yeah, I don't have a lot of base set. There weren't a lot of repeats in base set. You pulled common where? Oh god, what am I talking about? Oh, common. No. C-O-M-M-O-N. Common. The rapper who played Stonekeeper? What? What are you talking about? I don't even get the reference. You're gonna have to break that one down for me. What?
Zendaya is Mickey, and LeBron James is Gwangi.
I'll have to watch that in a bit. I think you've sent that before. I just didn't remember it.
You can't even look me in the eyes when you say you'll make this right. I've heard all these words 1,000 times. You won't ever change your ways, doing what you like. Well, I'm no one's fool.
Instead of marketable skills, all we are left with are thousands of niche Vine micro TikTok memes. You're so right. That's all that's up here right now. That's it. It's the only thing. Let's make a bit more space again here. I'm also noticing that each box, I got triplicates of nearly every card. But you need four copies of a card in a deck. So I'm like one short on a lot of cards. Ran the flashback to the vine of the woman dancing with her cat by Resonance. To Resonance by Home. God, what a song. It's tragic sometimes, O'Shea. We had to catch fish or plant a field with vegetables. I know, right? No, it's been a while since I've been fishing. I wouldn't mind doing it. Sounds kind of fun. As long as it's low key, you know? I don't want to go out with the sole purpose of like, we gotta catch as many fish as possible. No, just keep it low key. Hang out, have a good time. Drink a lemonade or something.
Well, you can keep on
I think these are sorted. Yep. Put all these in a pile stack now. The average fishing fanatic. Hey Pokemon, welcome, welcome. Maybe someday society will collapse and we have to get good at fishing again. One can hope. That would be... I feel like that's one of the best ways to make sure that you can still eat after the apocalypse, is just knowing how to fish. Oh, the quote, okay. How you doing, Pokemon? Welcome, welcome. Oh. Thank you, Pokemon, for the hydrate emote, or the redeem. Let me get my water all set up here. Now, what the heck are you doing today? Hi, Cetra. Feeling edgy today? Let it out. Oh, Christ, I'm dehydrated.
running for so long, unclear about the path I was on. I was breathless, my heart restless.
Fishing would be good for making sure you get your daily recommended dose of microplastics. Well, yeah, it's doctor prescribed, so why wouldn't you do it, right? Hi, Cetra. So what we're doing today, Cetra, is we're just chatting, just having a good time, vibing. I'm also sorting a bunch of trading cards right now, and we'll probably build a deck with them at some point during this stream. But as for now, we're just vibing, hanging out. And if you want a handwritten letter by me, just DM me in our Discord, from Discord. My DMs should be open, and we can work something out. Whether you want it physically or just an image, I will be handwriting letters today to anyone who wants one. Take a letter, that sounds cool. Absolutely. Hey Propin, welcome, welcome. We're just vibing today. And I've already explained to everybody, but I'll explain it again because I probably will for every new face that I see in chat. If you want a handwritten letter by me today, go ahead and DM me on Discord. Ooh, I should do that. Let me set that up, Sam. That's a really good call. Which bot do I have again? Nightbot? Yeah. Okay. Here we go. I believe it's exclamation point letter in chat now. Hold on, let me check. Yeah. I've been cleaning my childhood bedroom and found my binder full of Pokemon cards. Yo! You could have some fucking money in there. Can you Twitch PM me the letter, lol? Yeah, that works. You know what? We're going to add to that command the Discord link. Just so people have it like immediately, you know? Okay, it should be good now. So how are you getting the letters around? Any way you would want. If you want to share your address and have me delete the message immediately, that's totally chill. Otherwise, I can just take a picture of it and send it to you in the DM. If you want a... So another thing that I'm doing with the letters is I have, like, quintuplicates of some Nostalgics cards that I can sign and send to you as well. Kanan just wants an E. Okay. Smarty streamer tactics, true and base. I think I'm gonna have a lot more duplicates from Harmonic Surge than I do base set, because there were just more cards in base set. If you guys can think of a better way for me to send you out letters too without needing addresses, by all means, please, let me know. Because I don't fucking know. Yep. I have your BB and New Game Plus set aside, K9. Carrier pigeon? Well, the thing about carrier pigeons is that they know where their nest is. So what you're supposed to do with carrier pigeons is take them from where they, like, where they nest, and you carry it with you to the battlefield, and then you put a note on it, and then you let them go up in the air so that they fly home and can get a message back to base. You can't just tell a carrier pigeon, go here! I'll take a picture of it identity, but I'll DM you to have a specific request. Absolutely! For sure, Proppin, for sure. Is it a similar story with Ravens? Maybe? I know that in World War II, or maybe it was more World War I, when messenger pigeons were used a lot, the Axis powers trained hawks to intercept those pigeons so that the messages would never get received. There's a whole, like, animated kids movie about it. I forget what it's called, though.
I was not ready to falling like I'm wasted. My heart grows heavy. Don't taste me rushing. Keep your words naked. You got me believing.
Blushing? That's lewd. You ever seen the movie Valiant? That's it. Oh my god, did I just... We're on the same wavelength, what the fuck? He's gonna deliver these letters via red, white, and blue bald eagle? Hell yeah. Are you good at calligraphy, Tay? Not even close. My handwriting is dog shit. I'll do my fucking best, but it's not great. Four of those, 5 of these. Can add that to the overflow pile. 5 of these. Cat shit. Me getting Tay's letter trying to read what she even said. You're so right. Oh my god. I should be offended, but it's just accurate. It's just... Take it to your local CVS for a free skirt. God. Let's score those. 5 of these. 4 of those. 2 of these. Check for those again. What kind of Pokemon cards you got? Like, the cards that I'm working with right now, they're not Pokemon cards, they're Nostalgics cards. We opened 2 boxes of them the other day. So I'm just sorting the cards that I got. Lurk time, work time. Sounds good. Have a good day. Feel free to pop in whenever. What's the deal with these nostalgic cards? So, member of the community, Cupcake, actually had this as her job. Like, this card game was her job for a bit. And she did the border work and, like, backgrounds to the actual card part of it. So her art is on this card, or on these cards. It's really cool. And other than that, I kind of like them. They're kind of cool looking. They did have a Kickstarter for this game. It did get funded, like, by over $1 million. But I'm not quite sure what the, like, support for the game is outside of that. Like, if game stores are gonna start carrying shit from them and whatnot. So yeah, still up in the air. Mm-hmm. 4 of those, 4 of those, 4 of those. Ooh, 5 of these, so 1 extra. 4 of those, 4 of those. Oh, I was hoping I had 5 of these. Damn it. 5 of those. Ooh. How's everyone's week going? I think I've already asked that, but there are new people in chat now. Just going through a bunch of cards. Holy fuck, this is a whole nother pile that is just completely unsorted. Ugh. Okay. No, it's fine. That's fine. Fun fact, did y'all know? Oops, it's not the right button. Ooh, catnip. It is in my bloodstream now. Week's going. I'm stress cooking. I got a job and I'm waiting to hear back from apartment. Yes! Let's go, Cetra! Good job on the job. And I hope you hear back from apartment soon. Fun fact, did you know that I leave for Japan in 12 fucking days? Ah! Just gonna cut on the sale. Maybe. I think, the thing about smaller card games that are trying to get off the ground is that if you're not one of the big three, you have such an uphill fucking battle, right? And like, even if you get the Kickstarter, even if everything, I think the amount of initial investment behind a card game in order for it to succeed now is so astronomically large that it's just like unfeasible for the average person to do it unless they are crowdfunded like this game was. And you have to be on top of it. You have to have tournament structure figured out. You have to have product structure figured out. You have to have social media structure figured out. You have to have everything ready to go at launch, or your game is just gonna fail. Which is really, really fucking tough to do. Imagine. I really wish it was easier, though, to be honest. I don't know how you would make it easier, though. Because people are always apprehensive of starting new card games. So then you should probably figure out like a free product thing, like a trial deck, and that costs fucking money. And you get no return on investment from that. That's bonkers, yeah. I think you start a game, you should probably start in like one city only, to no international releases. I think one region is fine. Like, definitely don't go worldwide. Worldwide is very, very tough to do off the top. One big city is as densely populated as a region. I suppose, yeah. Just like start kind of, you know what? No, I like that a lot. The more I think about it, because like you can get your core and fucking die-hard audience in like the town the game was made in, and then as it gets bigger and grows, you can like start expanding new cities, and maybe you can do specific expansions for those cities or something. Go to a Japanese game store in Japan and buy the Japanese version of a Pokemon video game. So lots of people live in Japan just to buy Japan exclusive games and whatnot. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do that, but there are definitely some Japanese exclusive cards that I want. That would just be a nightmare to import over here and like way too expensive. So I'm just gonna try and buy them without all of the import stuff. MTG was started in like Seattle, right? And then it expanded. I don't know the history of MTG, so I have no idea. That seems like a really good idea, though. I like that. I think making a card game sounds really cool and fun. What are you looking forward to the most to your trip in Japan? Just Pokemon Worlds. They're gonna go absolutely nuts on production value stuff. It's gonna be so insane. Pokemon Worlds can be great, but like Japan specific and not like Pokemon specific. I'm really, really excited to see the Torii Gate Shrine that we're gonna go to. We're gonna go to the one with like the million gates or whatever. We are so unbelievably excited for that.
Will you always be there?
Ooh, that would be cool, Proppin. I think one of these TCGs was test played in like just one area. Oh yeah, for sure, Proppin. I will be taking a lot of pictures. I'm hoping to take some video. I kind of want to make just like a little travel vlog kind of deal out of it. Nothing too serious, nothing too produced or obnoxious in public. But just so I can show you guys, you know? Like I'm taking the camera you see me on right now. I'm taking my good camera.
Heard you in the rain. Will you always be there? The last thing you said. Sorry fades to gray. I remember the feel of the air touch my skin. Am I real? 'Cause I felt
Where you can share all this stuff.
from within.
We could do that. I can set up a temporary Discord channel for that, sure. The problem is I won't have internet the whole time that I'm there, since I'll need like an international roaming plan or whatever, but I'd love to see honest travel blogs. It's always been neat to take a peek into a different place. Yeah, it would be fun. I want to do it like a little bit more of a comedy style one too, you know? Like Super Mega did a vlog from when they went to Japan, and it still had all their funny edits and jokes and stuff, so I think I'm gonna try and do that. Or something like it, I should say. They spring up and die in like 6 months? Yeah. Won't the Airbnb or whatever have internet? Yeah, they will. So I can do like daily updates or whatever, but still, I'm only gonna really be there to sleep. And that's only like half the time, so I don't know. We'll see. We need to make one ultimate TC to destroy them all. I don't think we need to destroy them. I think we just need more representation of different games. I don't like hurting other card games, because I'm a baby or a pacifist or whatever. Is this base set? Yes, it's base set. Okay. Yugamon the Gathering. Magic, gotta duel them all. This is my duel machine. It captures the monsters that I use to summon spells. Just get all of the terminology mixed in there as much as possible. I don't have... Yeah, the uncommons I don't have a lot of from base set, actually. Okay. That's another pile sorted. My Pokemon will use the Blue Eyes White Dragon's mana in order to cast an enchantment that shows me an artifact from my deck that allows me to grab a continuous spell card and put it on the field, thus letting me special summon the evolution of Pokemon, Rayman.
Times we might feel like unwell, looking down from the heights that we have built all by ourselves. And there is fear of the unknown, but we cannot lose control when we feel like the world is against
Oh, I know what I should sort these by. I should sort these by type, then rarity. Or rarity, then type. No, type, then rarity. Is what I meant to say.
questions you ask. There are so many choices that it's hard not to pass. What is real and what is fake, and the risk we have to take. Will we know what is throwing off our balance? We cannot see into the dark. The vertical is getting sharp. There's something greater than ourselves.
Ooh. I was not expecting that vocal break there. Pretty cool. There's a game I saw on Kickstarter called Jargon. It was a party game about obtuse game terminology. It's a game where rules were established, but the names of the mechanics weren't. You had to play while inventing names for how to play. It's like instead of draw 3 cards, you say obtain 3 cards. But as the game went on, you had to remember more and more nonsense. That if you said the wrong card, you lost points. That's really cool. I like that. Yes, Cetra. Pokemon. Hey now. Hey now. That game sounds really fun and frustrating, yeah. You still gonna try and voice train the stream, Tay? Oh, I could. Yeah, I probably should. You know how confident I was about it yesterday? That went away. Let's set these aside. Oh god. Teehee. Hey, Common. My eyes are already eating. Eyes. You guys are just feeding an ego I didn't know I had. And I hope that it's not cringe to me just kind of go like ooh about it. Cause that's an insecurity I have. There, these are spells. Common monster cards. Common spell cards. We're here to support you. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you, Pokemon. I was just looking down grandma style. I'm sorry. Here, I'll do it again for you. While actually looking up at you guys. Here. Yo, yeah, I bet that looked just like, I'm just sorting my cards. Here. I'll give you a close up too. Crocheting is so pog. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Wait, what happened to my fucking? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Weird. My window for seeing you guys is all big all of a sudden. Weird. Caramelized plums for dessert. Ooh. But yeah, like when this generation is all like in homes and stuff, it's gonna be so based. Cause like imagine like a bunch of old grandmas are just like, ah yes, would you like to play some Counter-Strike on land? I know my team last year was able to beat yours, Eunice. Actually, no, they would all have contemporary names, so they'd be like, my team will absolutely destroy yours. Fucking. What's the word? That's the name that I just had. Kaylee, spelled E-L-I-G-H. People would refer to IRL people with gamer tags. Oh, 100%. Everyone knows crocheting is cringe, knitting is poggers. True. Grandma's not on fleek, for real, no cap. Ha! Watch this flick, Doris! Ow, my wrist! Boomers and they all just act old and upload it to YouTube. That would be iconic. Oh my god, a content creator house, but it's all old people. Like our gen boomer. Oh my god, that's funny. What's an old person hobby you see yourself doing in 40 years? Probably still gaming of some kind. Like playing on the Switch or something, maybe? In about 30 years and we'll get something going. Hell yeah, K9. That would have gone so viral with Zoom being the pandemic. I can't believe we didn't get that idea until now. Yeah. 40 years from now, Table will be doing VR. Honestly, VR looks so cool. I would love to have a VR system, but it's really expensive. By that point, the Switch will be considered a retro console. Oh, 100%. Playing bingo in VR. So, I don't want to talk about it too much, but my grandpa has a touring, like, educational thing. Where he goes to nursing homes and like assisted living communities and talks about a specific type of dementia. And I was talking to him one day about it, and I had briefly mentioned VR and how like VR can be used and everything. And he was super interested, and he was like, you know, one of the things that dementia patients would love to be able to do is like go on walks and stuff, but we can't let them outside, like by themselves or anything like that. So what would be good for that kind of a thing is VR, because you can put VR on, you know, someone who wants to go for a walk, and they can just kind of do that in the VR space without being like at risk of anything. They just have something strapped to their face, you know? But yeah, I don't think the technology is just there yet, though, for that. I also have no clue how, like, valid or good that idea is. It's got a lot of testing to do first. Yeah, that's the other thing, K9, is like trying not to spook them, you know? I love it when tech is used for good. I agree. Tech being used for good is a good thing. Imagine. Imagine if we had all of our military dollars being spent on tech for good instead of, you know, weapons of war. It's just me, though. If only, yeah. That is equipment. Equipment. Field spell. Spell. Crutcher. 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 Okay. Well, ring the bell? There you go, K9. Thank you for the redeem. Then who will kill all the people that we don't like, care about? To be fair, some of that military research ends up in everybody attack, even though a massive giant heaving pile of it lands in someone's pockets. Lol. True. Hey now, Common. We care about and love you. Okay. That's spells, surprises. Go through all of these. I mean, kill them. Ah. Common. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah. Armor soldiers, the EV plushies, not guns. Yeah, just have big pillow fights. Let's do that to solve the world's issues. Or, you know, like, if we still want to get our military fucking rocks off or whatever, just have, like, massive airsoft or paintball tournaments. And whoever wins gets to, like, do the thing. I learned the ASL for Belle so I can make little kitties. Wait, make kitties the bells when I can't talk? It's so cute! FBI, this is not a joke. I'm in my right state of mind. My address is... like, have wars in Battlefield 3, right? Why not? Just the loser has to fucking... I don't know. Engage in the diplomacy of what the winning country wants. Or they... But I mean, like... What if a country loses and just goes like, no, that was bullshit, we're still not doing it? Then what happens? Do you fight another war, or do you start killing? Also, another thing to be fair is a decent amount does need to go into, not nuclear, but anti-nuclear defense systems, infrastructure, protection and improvement, yeah. Send them to the Shadow Realm. Gotcha. Spell. Crutcher. Equipment. Spell. I want like to be like a game anime, like Yu-Gi-Oh or Legend of Kazuchi, where everything, even when they're solved with a game. Yeah, right. That'd be so nice. Because then we'd actually have like people who cared about card games because they actually did stuff. Imagine a war of just people fighting opponents and dueling them in Yu-Gi-Oh. That'd be so sick. That's where they keep all the real life Pokemon. Well, guess we're gonna have to raid that too. I would know, I'm a Pokemon expert. You trust me to tell you about Pokemon expert, duh. Yeah, your name is Pokemon is fun. That's like the highest level. Battle City on a countrywide scale. I would love that, unironically. This is your deck, there are many like it, but so does yours. I would love to see how, I would love to see a real life Battle City tournament. But like, how the fuck do you rent out an entire city to do like a month-long tournament? What the fuck? Day 371 of wishing set out Seth Kaiba. Seth. Imagine if every political decision was made through chess matches. Yo, America would be fucked right now. God, that... Some of those drum hits sound like someone's knocking on my door. It's freaking me out. It's freaking me out, man. I have returned. Knock, knock, knock. Imagine if, oh, yeah. Actually, it would be funny to make a town where the town laws were all decided by chess matches instead of votes? Or would they vote on who would play? I know I had more Tunnel of Vines. I don't know where they went. This specific bit right here is why I love drum and bass. This vibe is so awesome. Fucking just insane drum line. The etherealness of it all. Ah, oh, it's sick. Yeah, this is one of the better songs I've heard on these free playlists. See if I choose a good chess player, lol, yeah. Quake 1v1s. On some white ones, which is cool, but wouldn't it be cool to have a pink monitor or a green one or something? I mean, you could paint it. But you know, don't fuck up. No, I agree. I think, or at the very least, like, there was a company that, like, made, because there's, like, Dbrand, right, that makes, like, little wraps for things, and you can put, like, different wraps on tech with Dbrand, but, like, if there was a company that was like, I have this specific model of monitor, can you make me decals that would make it pink? And they send you all, like, the pre-measured things and everything. Are now all 1%. God. True. Magnus Carlsen just rolls up, demolishes all of democracy, and leaves without explanation. keyboards and mouse pads to be every color limited in room and no monitors to complement them. Do you mean like RGB? Like RGB backlighting on a monitor? Like behind the monitor? That'd be kind of sick. Every political view could have representation as long as a chess player signed up for the tournament. Magnus Carlsen destroyed democracy, YouTube clickbait. Yeah. AI to do all the match for them, like Deep Blue. Oh, true. And the thumbnail is just Magnus smashing the world leaders, the queen. You're a YouTuber, Harry. 1% tax rate would be dreamy, maybe? No, that'd be awful. No, that'd be horrible. And let me explain why. Taxes should be okay. Taxes as they are right now don't go to where they should be going, i.e., back to the public in like infrastructure or programs or anything like that, right? In an ideal system, they would, and at 1%, 1% does not cover any of the roads, any of the public programs. All the schools would shut down. You want a higher tax rate, and it depends on tax brackets as well. I think the tax bracket system makes sense, but it's kind of broken right now. A lot of capitalism is just kind of broken right now. I think in a regulated way, capitalism could be good, which I know is fucking blasphemous to say, but it has to be heavy regulation in order for it to like actually be good for society, in my opinion. I mean, like all the actual coloring of the plastic and metals of the keyboard itself, they come in a lot of colors now. It's just the same for all aspects of peripherals. True. I wonder, woke Tay? Nah, I'm not that woke. Cause like a lot of woke people will be like, capitalism is just bad and evil. We need to get rid of all of it. And I don't necessarily feel that way. The capitalism we currently have is fucked up, and it needs to change. But if we did something more regulated or closer to socialism, I think it'd be okay. We don't have to completely get rid of capitalism. Oh, god damn it, did I just shuffle these around? Oh my god, I just shuffled all of these sorted cards around. Just like absent-mindedly. Oh no, they're still pretty fine. Okay, we're chilling. These creatures. Spell. Creature equipment. Feature spell, feature, crutcher, equipment, ah. Crutcher, spell, crutcher. There we go. I love this shit, too. Political dates are pointless. We'll only have 3 systems by the end of our lives. Dictatorships, disinformation democracies, and AI overlords. I hate when you're playing Sudoku and you get near to the end of the puzzle and you realize you messed up somewhere, you don't know where, now you gotta start over. Yeah, I think Sudoku as a puzzle, like, is my anti-choice for a game. Like, number 1, it's a logic puzzle. Not great at those. Number 2, it has to do with numbers. That shit's a nightmare. Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, that's why it sounds so good, is because this is a copyrighted playlist. Whoopsie. Hold on. There we go. When's the next dono incentive gonna be? I'm not, or what's the next dono incentive gonna be? I'm not sure yet. I have to measure myself for the bunny suit, which we could do today since we're just chatting and I've got a ton of time. Stick your dick through the puzzle. Closer to Breakcore? I love Breakcore so much. Playing Murder by Numbers, which is a visual novel murder mystery where you find clues by solving Sudoku puzzles. Yo, that sounds really cool. An N by N grid Sudoku is no problem to compete. Wait, what? What is an N by N grid? Yeah, bunny suit. We reached the donation incentive right here. Thank you to Sam for that as well. Again, N by N dimensions. Okay, so just like a non-specifically large Sudoku puzzle. But yeah, if you're skilled enough to do Sudoku and like do it consistently and well, you scare me. I'm not gonna lie to you. You're a very smart person. Alright. 4x4 Sudoku Pog. Is that even possible? Hey, put the copyright stuff back on? No, I can't do that. I want this VOD to be able to be watched. I think 20x20 is the biggest one I've done in Who Boy. Oh my god. Like, how do you go about starting to solve a Sudoku puzzle? I've never been aware. Common creature, uncommon creature, uncommon stadium, common creature, uncommon creature, I think if you can find a generalized method for solving an arbitrary size Sudoku method in linear time, you would literally solve all of the world's biggest problems. You'd probably have a super intelligence a month later, lol. I mean, supercomputers already figured out the game of Go, and that's like the most impossible game to make an AI out of. Wouldn't mind showing you sometime? It's hard to explain over text. Yeah, for sure. So mathematically fundamental Sudoku, I can't spell, my brain is asleep. It's okay. I hit my catnip pen, a request for the letter tag. Yeah, for sure. I hit my catnip pen like twice at the beginning of the stream, so I'm not all there either. I'm pretty nya 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 right now. Know what I mean? Like here, let me find the fucking. Is it this? No. Here we go. Hold on. This is me right now.
77とのにゃらびでにゃくにゃくいにゃにゃくにゃにゃはんにゃにゃだいにゃんにゃくにゃらべてにゃがにゃがめ。
Nya 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 nya. Oh, K9, of course! You were gonna get that anyway. You know what I mean, Vern? Nago wasn't solved, we just have beyond human level AIs. Sudoku would have to be mathematically solved like a fully... Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. On NP complete? Sure, fuck it. Send videos you guys want to watch in the stream sidecar too. We'll pepper those in today. Hanakawa cute, yeah. It's a great scene. It's from an anime. I've never watched the anime. But I've heard it's pretty good. Alright, I think all of my cards are sorted. Let me show you guys some cards that I have duplicates of that I can send out if y'all want. No, I'm gonna keep that. Alrighty. So unfortunately, I don't have a lot of uncommon cards that I have triplicates of, but I've got plenty of common cards. So we got Jam Session. Yeah. All right, everybody. If you're watching the stream, yell when to stop if you want the card. This is a good way to do this. But I don't know which one is the better explanation. That's fine. Just send either or. These are all the cards that I have that I'm willing to, like... Your stream lagged? I'm just showing all the cards that I have, like, quintuplicates of or whatever. So we can send some out to y'all. If you see any of them that you like, just yell. And I can do this many times per stream, too. You can also just kind of take a picture of all of them, too. Holy God, it's so hot in here. I even have my door open with the fan on. Toxolotl? Yeah, I've got an extra Toxolotl for you, Tsunami. This guy. Look at him! So cute! Are you sure you got quintuples of all those? I don't remember pulling that many. Yes, I did. I just went through and I sorted all the cards that we pulled. So these are all the cards that I have either duplicates or quintuplicates of. So like the hero cards, you only need one of them. So I am willing to give away some of those that I have multiples of. Twitch PM'd it to you, Tay. Sounds good. I'll put it next to my Japanese Paldean Wooper. Aw. I already know where BB's going. Yeah. Better not be getting another card, one card. Call another. Common, which was the card that you wanted? Copy this card when I get it. Oh, that's cute. Hell yeah, K9. Nerd time. We're chilling. I'm gonna start putting together a deck too, I think. So one of the cards that we pulled, get the whole set, Succubi, Morgan, and Leith? Sure. Let me see if I have extras of that. Let's see how many I have. Second evolution. Morgan, whatever. Moriga. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Alright, these will be for you, Common. I'll set those aside. Computational complexity, which is what that whole Sudoku thing is about, might be my favorite topic, and yes, that includes Pokemon. That's kind of neat. Computational complexity is really interesting, yeah. If you haven't seen it already, Pokemon, there's a really good documentary on YouTube called AlphaGo about how the Deep Blue program, like, made their Go AI. Really, really good. I've watched it several times. You saw it? Good. Very, very good. Yeah, if you've DM'd me this stream, I'll get back to you after the stream is over to work out letter stuff, I think. Or no. No, that's stupid. I'll get to those in a bit. Just so I can actually, like, start writing them, you know? Seen like all the content on the internet about these topics. That's cool. I feel like I've watched a lot of content on nuclear stuff too, like how Chernobyl happened, how a bomb works, and all that shit. I'm just fascinated by it, so I've looked it up a lot. Let's do... I want to sort the sorted cards. Are they like type and rarity or rarity and type? No, let's just keep all the types of cards together, I think. God damn it. Hey Lee, welcome, welcome. I have been well. I hope you are well as well. Sun vanished? I heard about that. I was paying attention to that for a hot minute when it was like actually airing, quote unquote. It was kind of neat. I haven't followed it in a long time though. We watch vid tags? Yeah, we can watch videos. Have you sent any in the stream sidecar? I don't see any. Oh, you DM'd it to me? Oh, Twitch PM'd. Okay, okay. Yeah, we can watch that. Oops. Hold on.
Today I want to talk about the deepest unanswered question in computer science, and maybe in all of math. A problem called P versus NP.
Sorry if that was really
And
loud.
I want to talk about how ideas from computing show up in the everyday world around us, and how problems as
Yeah, that was
seemingly
really loud. I'm
disparate
very
as protein
sorry.
folding and making up crossword puzzles share a common core difficulty that turns out to be a lot like Sudoku. Well, okay, basically it is Sudoku. In 2000, the Clay Institute offered $1 million each for the solutions to 7 key problems in math, the Millennium Prize problems. These are profound and difficult problems, and for most of them it takes a lot of specialized knowledge to even understand the question. Of the 7 problems, P versus NP was both the most recently conceived in 1971, and by far the easiest one to understand and explain.
Okay.
And in March 2010, the Clay Institute awarded the first of its 7 prizes for the solution to...
The Millennium Puzzle?
Not P versus NP. So, what is the P versus NP question? Well, back in the 70s, computer scientists were busily figuring out how to program their retro-fabulous cabinet-sized computers
Fuck
to
yeah.
solve all the world's problems. Sometimes the first program anyone could think of for a particular problem would be unworkably slow, but then, over time, people would come up with clever ways to make it faster. Or at least, that happened for some problems. For others, nobody was coming up with faster programs. To get a handle on the situation, they started sorting the problems into classes based on how fast a program could solve them. For problems like multiplication, they had really fast programs, and for others, like playing absolutely perfect chess, they figured out that there just was no fast program. But for a bunch in between, they weren't sure whether
First
there was a
already
fast way to
finished.
do it. So they
It's
kept
January,
trying.
now it's focusing on a different
This
character.
is where
That's
P
cool.
and NP come in. Skipping a ton of details for a second,
'Cause it's
P
like
is a class
ARG,
that basically
right?
includes all the problems that can be solved by a reasonably fast program, like multiplication or alphabetizing a list of names. And then, around and including P, we sort of discovered a class called NP. That's all the problems where if you're given a correct solution, you can at least check it in a reasonable amount of time. NP was totally maddening because it contained lots of important problems like vehicle routing and scheduling and problems in circuit design and databases. And often we'd get lucky and find that an NP problem was actually a part of P, and we'd have our fast program. But for a lot of them, that didn't seem to be happening. So people started to wonder whether everything in NP would turn out to be in P, or if there were some NP problems that were truly harder than the ones in P. That's the P versus NP question.
Okay.
If all the NP problems are really in P, a lot of important puzzles we've been struggling with are going to turn out to be easy for computers to solve. Puzzles connected to biology and curing cancer, puzzles in business and economics, we'd have a lot of miracle answers almost overnight. And also, the encryption we use for things like online banking would be easy to crack because it's based on NP problems. Okay, examples. I like to think of the problems in NP as being basically like puzzles, because I think what makes a puzzle is that it's a problem where you can give away the answer. And that's what NP means. Like with Sudoku. Sudoku puzzles can take a long time to solve, but if I give you a solved Sudoku grid, checking it for mistakes is pretty quick. Outside of NP are problems where it's hard to even check an answer. Like, what's the best move to make in this chess game? I could tell you the answer, but how would you know whether I'm right?
Same.
You wouldn't, because finding out requires a calculation so enormous that there's a pretty good argument we'll never be able to build a computer that could do it. To me, that's not a very good puzzle. It's practically impossible to know whether you've solved it. On the other side are all the reasonable, solvable puzzles in P. These are clearly also in NP, because one way to check an answer is to go through the process of finding it yourself. Like if I were to tell you that the answer to 51 times 3 is 153, how would you check whether I'm right? You'd probably just multiply 51 by 3 yourself because it's fast to do it. But Sudoku is different, or at least we think it is. It seems like solving a Sudoku grid is a lot harder than checking a solution, but in fact nobody's been able to prove it yet. As far as we know, there could be a clever way of playing Sudoku much, much faster.
What the fuck?
So that's the question. Does being able to quickly recognize correct answers mean there's also a quick way to find them? Nobody knows for
Okay.
sure, but either way, figuring out exactly how this works would teach us something important about the nature of computation. It gets weirder from here, but first, 3 important details. 1, you might be thinking, hey, Sudoku is tough and all, but it's not that hard. What's
It
the big
is.
deal? Well, we're really talking about how the difficulty scales up as you make the problem bigger and bigger. Like, how much harder is a 100 by 100 Sudoku grid than a standard 9 by 9 grid? We've been making computers exponentially faster as time goes on, so for problems that don't get exponentially harder as they get bigger, all we have to do is wait for computers to get more powerful, and then even huge versions of those problems will be easy to solve by computer.
Yeah.
Like, multiplication problems are pretty easy for computers even with enormous numbers. As the numbers get bigger,
An error?
multiplying them just doesn't get harder very fast. These days,
You're
the
telling
phone in
me
your
a P
pocket is
and
what would have been
that
referred to
equal.
in the 1970s as a supercomputer, and you'd have to make a truly huge multiplication problem to stand up to all the computational power we've got now. Lots of familiar puzzles like mazes and Rubik's Cubes are in the same camp. Hard for people, but easy work for computers. And then there's Sudoku. Computers can usually solve a normal 9 by 9 grid in a few milliseconds, even though humans find them challenging. But as you make the grid bigger, the problem just gets really hard, rapidly getting out of reach for even the most powerful computers. 2. P stands for polynomial time. In P,
Okay.
the number of steps you have to do to solve a problem, and therefore the amount of time that it takes, is some polynomial function of its size. Polynomial is a mishmash of Greek and Latin meaning many names, which is, regrettably, a pretty typical example of math's flair for unhelpful terminology. Anyway, polynomials are functions involving n or n squared
Like a
or n to other
nanogram?
powers,
A
like these.
nonogram?
But
What is a
importantly, they're
nonogram?
not exponential
Nonogram?
functions, like 2 to the power of n, which gets to be a ton of steps really fast as n goes up, a lot quicker than n to the power of 2. So that's P. It's problems like mazes and multiplication, where the number of steps required isn't that bad compared to the size of the problem.
Okay.
NP is all about polynomial time checking. NP stands for non-deterministic polynomial time.
I remember
which,
that puzzle
being
in
math
Breath of the
terminology,
Wild.
is an almost mean-spirited way of saying that if you had a bajillion computers and you could check all possible answers at the same time, you could find a correct solution in polynomial time. 2.5. We're actually talking about the number of steps required to solve a problem in the worst-case scenario. Like, how many steps does it take to unscramble a Rubik's Cube? Well, when it's scrambled like this, it takes 1 step.
Oh,
But
okay.
it can get a lot worse. Similarly, some 9 by 9 Sudokus are harder than others. People also look at things like the best case and the average case, but worst case analysis is what we know the most about. 3. Actually, pretty much everybody thinks it's obvious that NP contains more problems than P. It's just that we haven't been able to prove it.
Jesus.
The bad news for fast solutions came in the early 70s when complexity researchers realized that dozens of those NP problems they were struggling with were essentially all the same problem, with some easy polynomial time complications thrown in here and there. These are called NP-complete problems, and since that first batch in the 70s, we've added Sudoku and protein folding and problems underlying puzzles and games like Battleship, Free Cell, Mastermind, Tetris, Minesweeper, and making up crossword puzzles. Even classic video games like Super Mario Bros. And Metroid turn out to be connected to NP-complete level traversal problems. NP-complete is yet another math phrase meaning that these problems include all the really hard parts of every NP problem. A fast program for solving any NP-complete problem could be used to solve every problem in NP. The whole class would instantly collapse. So yeah, amazingly, Sudoku is hard because it involves literally the same NP-complete task that makes protein folding hard. If you come up with a profoundly faster way to play Sudoku, let somebody know, okay? Because fast protein folding would help us cure cancer. But the fact that a bunch of smart people have all been unsuccessful coming up with fast programs to solve what turned out to be essentially the same problem looks like a pretty good clue that the fast programs just aren't out there. So why has it been so hard to prove P versus NP one way or the other? Well, fun fact, proving things is an NP problem. The P versus NP question itself is one of these problems. So yeah, this might be difficult. Or not. We don't know. As the field of computational complexity has developed, we've discovered
quantum computers would be insane.
The P versus NP question turns out to be just the main attraction in a huge and complicated zoo of complexity classes. Beyond NP, there are even harder classes of problems like exp, the class of problems including figuring out the best move in chess that takes exponential time to even check. This whole upper area of problems that are at least as hard as NP-complete is called NP hard. There's also co-NP, the class of problems where instead of being easy to check right answers, it's easy to exclude wrong answers, which
we're adding so much.
And then there's P-space, the class of
problems
that can
2 minutes
be
left of the
solved given
video.
Unlimited time, but using only a polynomial amount of space for memory. There are also problems that can be solved probabilistically in polynomial time. That class is called BPP, and it may or may not actually be the same as P. And then there's a quantum computing analog of BPP called BQP. All over the place in here are complicated little classes that would take a lot of explaining. And actually, some of these turn out to be infinite hierarchies of problems that are slightly more difficult from the ones
Step 2 of 7 to make a
we
quantum
know there's
computer.
An exponential hierarchy, and there's probably
Do we not
a
already
polynomial
have
hierarchy.
quantum computers?
And out beyond all of this are problems that are just not solvable by any computer in
Here
any
be
amount
dragons.
of time or space. To me, the amazing thing about this whole complexity zoo is that we're talking literally about what can be computed in a given amount of space and time. We're not just looking at the nature of computation here, we're looking at the nature of space and time themselves. This mess of computational complexity classes I think ultimately has implications for physics and biology and for our basic understanding of everything. As an example of those implications, here's how Scott Aronson, a complexity researcher at MIT, explained his intuition about P versus NP. If P were equal to NP, then the world would be a profoundly different place than we usually assume it to be. There would be no special value in creative leaps, no fundamental gap between solving a problem and recognizing the solution once it's found. Everyone who could appreciate a symphony would be Mozart. Everyone who could follow a step-by-step argument would be Gauss. The world around us, the nature of living things and ideas, of art and genius, is molded around the deep structure of computation. In a very real way, something connected to P versus NP shows up in the struggles of scientists and artists. Chopin once said, "Simplicity is the final achievement." After one has played a vast quantity of notes and more notes, it is simplicity that emerges as the crowning reward of art.
True.
And Jack Kerouac put it like this: "One day I will find the right words, and they will be simple."
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, I really liked that ending to that. What the fuck? Ooh, that was fuego. Turns out entangling large amounts of qubits and scaling is a massively complex physics and engineering problem. Yeah, you know. But that's what the eggheads are getting paid to do, right? Figure it out. Created by Bigwig Microsoft connection. Do you have a Bigwig Microsoft connection, or is that a bit? 1 quantum bit. That's crazy. Yeah, I just read Propin's special request for the letter. It's very funny. So yeah, no, like, P versus NP, that's really fascinating stuff. I mean, a lot of it flew over my head. Solve Sudoku, please. Yeah, solving Sudoku would mean, like, actual cancer solving, right? That's crazy. He didn't go into it that much, but oh yeah, I'm sure it's like the tip of the iceberg type shit. Because anytime you deal with computing of any kind, like any computer science, any computing, it gets so complicated so fucking fast, it's unreal. I've seen several videos of people like describing a computer science program or like a problem for computer science, and it's a fucking nightmare. It's just so complicated, that's the thing. You have to think of everything. Yeah, it's simplification and substitution. That's like a core component of just math in general. And being able to recognize that and be able to utilize it to solve problems is really cool. And like, is the core of all computing and computer programming shit. Oh god. Ah! I have no idea how to even do this. I'm gonna watch Oppenheimer soon, so it's gonna be lit. Ooh, fantastic. I can't wait to see it, honestly. Oppenheimer, Barbie, and what's the other movie that's out right now that I really want to see? There's a third one, but I forgot which one it was. God, I wanted to take more of those courses. Yeah, the last math that I did was actually in high school. I took AP Calculus, passed it, and I used that to not have to take a single credit of math in college. Totally worth it. I can't do shit now though. Yep, 100% Propin. As long as I'm like upkeeping that knowledge, I'm good at it. But as soon as I'm out of the culture and the problem solving part of it, nope, it's over. Was the ACT a thing you had to do in high school? Yeah, I believe I did the ACT. That was for college admission stuff, though. I didn't take it for high school. It was to get a score to go to college. Really common. No judgment. I'm actually curious about that. Cause like my whole upbringing through school and everything was, you gotta go to college, you gotta get a good job, you gotta get a degree, blah 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 blah. So I was just like, okay, yes, I'll do everything. I never have heard like the other side of things. Cause like, what happens? Like, I have no idea. I would love to hear about it, actually. You went to a shitty college? So the GED is like the general education degree. Is that what it stands for? Anxiety tests are not fun? Oh, for sure. It's all bullshit anyway. I mean, no, I shouldn't say that. A lot of it is bullshit. But like, I don't regret my college education. It's just really, really expensive for what it is. I regret my UD decision a lot. I'm 18K in and didn't even pass the first year of the stuff I wanted to get into. Oh, that's too bad. Watch me free. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah, Lee makes a good point. The biggest thing for me for university was the connections and friends that I made. I feel like the networking of college is really important, but not necessarily the actual education, depending on where you go to school and what you go to school for, obviously, but... Oh, thank you for sharing, though, Common. That's really personal. Well, we appreciate and love you here, Common. You're always welcome. Yeah, exactly, Proppin. Exactly. It's the pressure and societal expectation of you to do it. I went through a shitty for-profit college that was later sued in non-existence. Oh, cool. Does your degree still hold up? Yeah, like, that's one of the biggest things that millennials... Like, that's one of the biggest problems millennials have, is that we did everything that the boomers told them to do. And yet, it's still fucked up. Like, the boomers were like, you have to go to college, you have to get a degree, you have to get a good job, and you have to save for a retirement, and you have to buy a house. Like, those things were drilled into the mindset of millennials. But the system just didn't work for them. And now they're running out of time to build wealth. Because, like, a lot of millennials are, like, 20, 30, 40 years old now. Rumors have it that some employers won't even consider a degree if it's from ITT Tech. What's ITT Tech? There are no life. Yep, that's the other thing. It's also, you also have to be extremely lucky for something like that. Exactly, it's the college I went to. Oh no, I'm sorry, Common. Oh god, that's so awful. I'm so sorry. The boomers didn't have to spend much on college. Didn't have a job right out of college that could support a family. Yep, that's the difference. Oh, what the fuck? Common, is there a way to, is there a way to, like, cash in on that? Was there, like, a class action lawsuit? I hear a man. I don't know where he is, though. Some people had their loans forgiven due to it, but I was not one of the lucky ones for some reason. Ugh. So dumb. I don't think it's any more silly to work full-time for 4 years building an online presence than to go to a 4-year school to earn a degree that might not even get you a damn job. That's a really good point. That's a really good point. I've never considered it like that. I mean, like, I'm not the best example for this, but I have been doing this for 3 years, like streaming specifically for 3 years. And yes, I have a small community, but it's nowhere even close to, like, live off of. So you have to, like, really be on it for, like, years and years and years with no... with, like, potentially no income on it, you know? Speaking of, what is it with that Steam class action lawsuit I keep getting ad for? I get those too, but I don't know what it is. I don't even know, like, if it's, like, legit or not. No income in the years building a college degree either. In fact, you're going to be way more in debt than the content creation path. Based! You really flipped my thinking on that. That's super smart. What the fuck? The only class action lawsuit I got was against TurboTax. Didn't even apply. They just sent me $30. I got an email for that, but I never responded to it because it's just fucking $30. I don't want to go through a bunch of bullshit just for a fucking $30 bill. I've thought about the content creation path as a life for a while now, trying to dispel myths about it. Absolutely. Well, when you make it, Proppin, you know, like, I don't know, like, hit me up or something, you know. Maybe we can do some, like, collabs or something. I don't know. Oh, Common. I'm so sorry. Thank you for sharing, though. That's a lot of personal stuff. And, like, I get it. I totally get the what if I had made a different decision kind of idea or thought process. But I think reflecting on those things and trying to piece together why those decisions were made and working from there forward is something that I think is really important to do. And I think you're on the right path now, Common. Or they told me that he wished he just got his IT certificates, and did anyone get him a job at a bank? That's the other fucking thing about job hunting, is the experience part of things. Like, a lot of entry-level positions are like, you have to have like 3 years experience. Hey, dipshit, that's not entry level. Entry level means no experience. Never even pass, but don't sit there thinking about how you could have done different. Absolutely, K9's right on the money. And it's difficult. It's not easy to do that, for sure. But don't be too hard on yourself. Like, some of my biggest mental health hangups are me dwelling on shit that I just possibly could not know. And being able to recognize that and work around that is something that I've worked on for a long time. And I hope everyone can get there at some point. I'm not saying like I'm the pinnacle of mental health or anything, don't get me wrong, but I have womb envy. Thank you for the follow. I really like that username. It's really funny. Oh, welcome. Thank you for the follow. It's because you have a degree doesn't mean you'll get a job in the industry. True. Yeah, it's not even close to being that simple. If you have any interest in, like, any popular... Well, that's not even, like, that... I was gonna say any popular position or, like, industry. But, like, every industry is fucking popular when you really look down into, like, who's trying to get hired in it, right? There's hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of people gunning for the same positions. There's no way in fucking hell that my resume is going to actually get to the desk of someone who actually gives a shit. Half the time. I'm hypocritical saying it since I do all the talking time. Oh, it's not a hypocritical thing. You're just aware that you have those issues as well. I've never heard of employers fighting over employees. God, imagine if we lived in a world like that, right? Bosses want too much from workers and demand that the workers ask for little. We must seize the means of production, chat. What did I miss? What if I did this all this time instead, but just go with the flow? Can only change the future or work towards what you want. Yeah, Lee brings up a good point too. So yes, thank you for sharing all that, Common. And this isn't like, this isn't me trying to be like, I can solve your problems, just listen to me, the funny cat girl streamer on twitch.tv. I'll solve all your problems. I'm just saying, like, what I've experienced and everything, and sympathizing and relating to you. McDonald's is supposed to strike? UPS workers won their fight? Yes, we need more unions, dude. Also, my gosh, the things the UPS workers wanted, it was so little. I actually never heard of the UPS strike. Air conditions or fans in their vehicles, not being to work, forced to work on their days off, and a way to gain more pay the longer you've been there. God, that's so little. That's so little. And these fucking employers are just like, the bottom line, blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay. Don't worry, I know how to spell traitor. Yeah, the whole Hollywood thing is so fucked. It just makes me sad. Tommy the Turd with leopards that ate my face. Oh yeah, absolutely. I love that phrase so much because it's so accurate to like how those kind of people are. And now the second they don't want, wait. When the second they don't want you, they will kick you out. Ask for more money and they will find someone else for your spot. Yep. Capitalism, baby. That's how it goes. And like, one of the things that I've seen a lot of on like TikTok and stuff about people trying to get jobs is like, you can't really build a career in a place super easily right now because like salaried positions are even like replaceable now, right? Like, as soon as your salary gets too high or you start asking for too much, they can just axe you and find someone new. So, like, people's resumes don't have, like, oh, I worked for 5 years here or 6 years here. It's like, I worked for a year here before they laid me off. Or, I worked for 2 years here before I asked for a raise and they didn't give it to me, you know? It's tough. So these postcards are not as thick as I would like them to be, and my Sharpie is bleeding through them. It's not great. Oh, okay. Yeah, you gotta be careful about tax brackets and everything, too. Alright, Proppin, your letter is ready, and I'm going to take a picture of it and send it to you on Discord now. I hope it's able to be read. Alright, there you go, Proppin. I have sent you a letter. I'm an instant gratification type person. Totally fair. Totally fair. I'm glad you like it. Yes! Love to hear it. Thank you for asking for one. I really appreciated, like, even doing it to begin with. Can you read it okay?
Yum. Strawberry.
Let's see. Do I still have any wafers? I've got a few left. Alright, thank you, Proppin, for the wafer cookie. I don't think this one is strawberry, but the scrawling makes it look like an actual cat wrote it. Well, it's because an actual cat did write it. What do you mean? Alright, who's next? I can work on canines next. Yeah, I'll do that. Nom, nom, nom. Alright. What was the special request you had, K9? Oh yeah, just drawing a little Gromlin Tay. I can do that. Is there anything else you guys want to do today? I am open to whatever. Oh, we gotta measure for the bunny suit too. Yeah, you'll get that. Common, you absolutely have my permission to do that. That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, no, no, she lives across the country. It's a long distance thing. God damn it. Yeah, she's totally real, look. God. It's totally not my lip. Oh, that's really fucking funny. not. I don't think I'm gonna like leave like wipes mouth exactly. I'm not gonna like leave any like kiss marks on a letter that I would be sending out or anything. But the whole idea of like you trying to impress all these school children with a note that could very clearly have been you. It's a really good bit. Oh god. Unfortunately, I have to pop out and get dinner done tonight, but I bid you in stream farewell. Literally the only streamer I've ever seen manually write letters for the audience. It's refreshing. You're a great streamer. Oh, thank you, Propin. Have a great rest of your day. Conversely, just put paint on your face and switch into paper like a stamp. Could do that. Could do that. On Propin's point, the only reason I'm allowed or like feel like I'm able to do this is because like the community is so tight-knit and kind of small right now. If I had like 1,000 people watching, you know what? No, fuck it. If I had 1,000 people watching, I'd do this too. If I had 2,000 people watching, I would do this. I would make a whole like week of streaming out of it, I think. I might have to like raise the incentive in order to like have a reasonable number of them, but still. Meow. Can you guys hear Aaron? Meow. Meow. Aaron. Where'd my pencil go? Oh, there it is. Alright, let's see this meme you just posted. What in the fuck? Oh, that's so much. What the fuck? Oh god. Jesus Christ. I love memes that like have a bit of adult connotation to them. Like kink or sex memes. Those are always funny to me. You call that a bit of adult connotation? Just a little bit. Just a wee bit. Put on the song that goes beep beep bop boo boo beep boop bop.
No, man, I think you mean the song that goes boo boo bop beep boop boo boo bop beep.
Do I have a big eraser in here? I don't think I do anymore. I'm trying to do like a little drawing for K9's letter. I think I figured it out though, actually. Yeah, I fixed the line. We're chilling. Boo boo bop beep boop boo boo bop. Ba boo beep boop boo boo boop boo boo boop beep boo boo bop.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all.
Oops, that doesn't help.
Good luck.
I'm working with like no eraser here. What y'all up to? How's work going? You had to restart your puzzle again? No! I hate having to restart a puzzle, especially ones that are like really difficult. Because you get so far into the fucking puzzle, then it's all like, God damn it. I gotta do all that shit again.
Feel my heart, it's beating. Oh, my body's breathing. It's just you and me. Feel my heart, it's beating. Oh, my body's breathing. It's just you and me.
I'm so excited, but also so very anxious for Japan.
Let's free fall. I'm so caught in this wood, so lost deep in it, can't stop. I'm forever the one you call. Let's free fall. Let's free fall.
What would you guys like to see from the... Welcome to my life. What would you guys like to see from the travel vlog thing that I have planned but not necessarily in stone? Like, what aspects of the trip would you like to see? The nice seeing. Oh, the sightseeing. Yeah. Cool tech, traditional stuff, gaming stuff. I want you to go to a cat cafe so you can be a life or death situation. Ooh. Yeah, I'd do it. I'd get all poofy-tailed. We are planning on going to a maid cafe, and one of the things that I want to do while I'm there, is actually show them a picture of me in my maid outfit. See what they say. If I go like, me too, I do this too, you know? Dante emerges out of the cat cafe a puffy red mess. I won, chat. Just like, it was hell, but I pet every cat in there. It's worth it. I may be blind for the next 3 hours, but I came out victorious.
Whispers in my mind as slowly drifting by. All the poems I wrote for you, they made me blind, they made me lie. Heard you in the rain. Will you always be there? Last thing you
I'd be worried about, like, I don't know. I'm just so unexpected when it comes to this trip. I have no idea what to expect. No idea how things are gonna go. You did it? Congratulations, Common. Blah, blah, blah. Canine, Common, Canine, Common, blah. Congratulations, Common. Heard you in the rain. Will you always be there? Last thing you said. Safe it's too late. The pet didn't work? Oh, it's probably because my face wasn't in frame. Here, I'll do a free one for ya. I love you. Sorry. I stumbled over my words. There we go. Thank you, K9.
Heard you in the rain. Will you always be there?
Alright, I'm finally on the backside of K9's card. Or letter or whatever. I kind of went overboard on it, I'm not gonna lie. You're on K9's backside? No. You gave my card a butt? No. There are 2 sides to a piece of paper! God damn it. My wavelength was slightly thirstier though, just a little bit. Nothing wrong with being slightly thirsty. I mean, look at me, I'm thirsty all the time. What's another game that you guys would want to see on stream? We're kind of in a content void right now.
Why
I've shown you guys the 7 stages of being high, right? The video. It's very funny. And Josh Haley and I quote it all the time. I'll show it on stream if we haven't watched it. You'd like an RPG? What kind of RPG? Like first-person RPG or more like JRPG style? Chrono Trigger? Ooh, Omori. That would be a lot of fun actually. Chrono Trigger. I've never even like considered Chrono Trigger. I'd play that. Omori is one that I've wanted to play. Oh fuck. Um, it's okay, I can fix it. I just have to take my collar off first. Well, the Mother series? I don't know if I'd play Earthbound. I mean, it's like Undertale is inspired by Earthbound, so I'm sure I'd like it, but there we go. Omori is also inspired by Earthbound? Yeah, Omori's more contemporary, though. Do you have Super Lesbian Animal RPG? I'm gonna go ahead and say no. Received a new catnip dispenser in the mail today. Ooh, show a picture! Show a picture of Stream Sidecar if you can. I'd love to see it. I forget that you have cats sometimes. I've seen your cats a couple of times. You've sent me like pictures before in the past. It's not actually for cats. Okay. Can you still share it? God damn it. Okay, you don't see anything. You're hallucinating. Alright, you're no longer hallucinating. No, you're still hallucinating. You're still hallucinating. What you see is not real. Jesus Christ. It's also inspired by Earthbound, so you can where you follow for races can be matched on the road. And some are lesbians? Well, that sounds nice. I'd play that. I'm gonna write these down here in just a second. Ah, I see. So you have a catnip dispenser that's more like this catnip dispenser, huh? You're looking really nice today, Kate? Oh, thank you. I need to get it cut really bad. Correct. Cute. Yeah, my bangs are a little out of control, and my my ends are really split. I think, like, overall, though, the length I'm really happy with. Long hair does it for me, honestly. How long? Something about hair that lasts... that's longer than shoulder length? Yeah, I enjoy long hair. I always have. Real catnip dispenser hours. JK, I'm working right now. I love how you're showing me in the background of these pictures. It's really funny. That's one hell of a catnip dispenser, too. Jesus Christ. It's really cute. I like it a lot. It's almost like future tech looking, right? Oh, it's baby blue? Huh? It looks silver. My sister has one and told me about it. It's baby blue? The lighting doesn't make it look like that. It's cool, though. That's so cool. I like that a lot, actually. Making just a couple more edits here. You tell me that I'm hallucinating here too? Yeah. Hallucinations can happen anywhere, Common. You're fine. Checking it when I'm gonna stay and look at the legality of catnip dispensers in my state, 'cause I know gummies are legal, but I've heard conflicting info on vape liquids. The way I get mine, actually, I don't know what state you're in, so I have no clue. But how it works for me is you just buy a battery, and in the shop, usually they have the cartridges in the shop. Anything that you can buy in a shop is probably fine. Probably. Don't quote me on that, because I live in, like, one of the bluest states imaginable. But yeah, no. Alright, cool. So K9, you want me to sign your cards too, right? Which ones did you want again? The ones that I have set aside right now is this. The BB and the New Game Plus. Was there anything else that you were looking at? We've only just started legalizing medical catnip. That's good. I pretend I do not see it. Oh, I love how it's a GIF and sparkly. That's really funny. BB and Dark Souls. Were there any others that you were looking at? Let's see if there are any cards in here that I think you would like to. Do you want to... Here. Wisconsin doesn't even have medical? Yeah, like, I know that their governor is Democratic right now, right? But they don't really do a lot of progressive shit over there in Wisconsin. I'm very, very glad I moved to Minnesota. Can I see him again quickly? Yeah, sure. Let me go through them all. Again, if you're in chat and you see a card you want, let me know. The state legislature is highly gerrymandered. That's another thing I want to get fucking rid of in our legal system. Or electoral system, is just fucking gerrymandering. So dumb. Like, okay, I have a bit about gerrymandering. Who on earth, I mean, I know it's the Republicans, but who on earth heard,
What if we drew our own state, like our own jurisdiction lines? Wouldn't that be good? Because like we would know who everyone in there if we drew it ourselves.
like, no, dipshit. It should be determined by the amount of people in an area. What the fuck are you talking about? Sorry, I'm mad. Anyway. Alright, those are all the cards again. If you see one, let me know. Fantasia. Okay, let me see. Gotcha. Alright, I have your card set aside. And then how obnoxious do you want me to sign it? Do you want me to, like, do the whole card, just a corner? Sadly, Democrats do it too, and yeah, it should be the amount of people in an area, but they will never do that. They want all the folk that may do one party in one district and divide up the others, so they have more politicians. Yeah. Yup! 100%. Democrats do it too. I don't think they're, like, any less at fault than the Republicans. Basically, our system is fundamentally fucked and needs to be redone. Yeah. Do like a smallish signature in the corner of the art? Yeah, I can do that. Oh god, I've never signed a card before. This is weird. Oh, I also just learned, by the way. Hold on, I have to double check this. Okay. Yep, no podcast tonight, actually. Unfortunately. So we could turn this into a bit longer of a stream. It could, again, it's the who stoops lower argument. Reps can gerrymander all they want, but if Dems do it and try to even the playing field, they're just as bad as Republicans. It's like Republicans know they're evidence, they just do bad shit, they don't give a crap. Fair. Yeah, without, like, completely redoing the system, you know. It's just, like, how do you fix a system that we have been living in and making worse for multiple, like, decades. Multiple generations, even. Are you in fixing territory, or are you in complete redo territory? And even with that determination, what do you do about it? With, like, without harming, like, an obscene amount of people, you know? Yep. You can change it for the better over time, but you can't completely change it overnight. Or expect it to change fast. You prepare for the fucking apocalypse? Yeah, I guess so. The fix is too slow and benefits the powerful following rules. True. I don't know. It sucks. I wish things were better. I want to see everyone thrive and not just the few, you know? Or at the very least, more than we already see now. I don't think that that's radical to say. Alright, K9, do you want to see your signed cards, or at least one of them now, before I send them to you? Or do you want to be surprised? Which one do you want to see? The New Game Plus, Phoenicia Stella, or the BB? The BB? Sure. That's my signature. Let's go! Have you ever learned of what happened when the government studied disasters? No, I actually haven't. It's a little too broad for me to know exactly what you mean. Alright. 1, 2, 3, go. So if we were to play Omori or any other JRPG, would you be okay with me inviting Rose on to do some of those episodes as well? Just for, like, voice acting purposes? Just to keep things fresh and interesting? Because that's the other problem with story-driven games, is that, like, I feel like the retention isn't as high as something that's, like, repeatable, like Pokemon or something like that, you know? Oh, yeah, I can get Jade in here. Yeah, I'll reach out. Side. Tsunami, are you still in chat? I'm gonna work on your card. To enforce the system back? Wait, communism happened so the people gathered to assure everyone had supplies?
Has got me so messed up, don't ignore the
people get
signs
hate.
we've had enough of the whole damn thing that we got going.
Wait, what? I'm not quite sure I understand that, but... Hi, Zanami. So I have your Toxolotl here. Do you want me to sign it?
Why do I have the feeling that we're sinking? I need to find a way.
Sign up by the bubbles, please? Sure thing. Let's check my business email to see if I've gotten any more job stuff. Nope.
What's all this for? It's got me turned around,
Amazing.
but I can't
Wow.
ignore
If communism or socialism was like the human default, and capitalism is just this great evil, that sucks. You know?
have to suffer through the thinking. Why do I have the feeling that we're sinking? I need to find a way. Find a way out.
I mean, how do we know it isn't? I guess we will never know. As long as the police keeps policing for capitalism, I guess we'll never know, right? I love how radical you guys are. It's wonderful. Nope, that is not what I want that to look like at all. They want you to stay away. I know that maybe... And that maybe you had to sneak back into their homes? Jesus Christ! The more I learn about shit, the more fucked the world is. That's why sometimes it's nice to just kind of shut your brain off and go meow 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 on the internet for a while. So, when it comes to, like, these experiments and, like, human default or whatever, I think something that we need to consider is that a lot of these, like, tests and whatever are under ideal or dire circumstances. And being able to test something like that without those conditions, I think is something that is really important as well. Like, what if all needs are met to begin with? Do we still go back to other things? Yay! You gotta go cook? What are you cooking, Common? Eggs, bacon, and biscuits for supper? Sounds so fucking good. Oh my god. I love breakfast food so much, dude. It's so good. Made as much pizza as they could and gave it away. Each family got 2 boxes of large pizza. That's awesome. God, I love when communities like come together and work together. I just wish it wasn't so fucking rare. You want me to hit the catnip again? Jesus Christ. Thank you, Common, for the redeem. Less longer, the worse disaster. But is it radical to think, hey, Common, we can't do what we normally do? Yeah, that was my thing with COVID, too, you know? He's gonna get so soft brain? Maybe. But yeah, we can do it, especially after COVID showing how much food was thrown away to keep the prices the same without restaurants buying in bulk, which also gets thrown away. The issue is profit. Yes, the issue is always profit. Because we live in a finite world, we can't expect infinite profit. Yeah, because there was like a whole fucking like month and a half when COVID was first a thing, where like people were just staying home and like baking bread and shit and just having a good time. Why can't we do that all the time? This is money. Blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, I get it. You need it to make an economy run or whatever. But damn, it doesn't have to be fucking cutthroat the whole time, you know? We can chill out every once in a while. Right now, Hollywood is saying they can't keep profiting if they continually pay actors their worth. What the fuck does that even mean? They can't keep profiting if they continually pay the actors their worth? You can't profit if you don't pay... You can't profit if you don't have actors. Period. Jesus Christ. Because if they don't, then they can't keep hitting higher profit percentages and the CEOs having huge bonuses. You know what? There should be, instead of, like, getting government subsidies, hear me out. I have to think about how I want to say this. More profits, so we're gonna stop making products to sell. That'll work. Yeah. So I think there should be a program or incentive, but I don't know how they would do this, where businesses would get like bigger tax breaks for the amount that they give back to their community. You know what I mean? It's difficult to talk, like, articulate, but like they get a percentage back in a tax return of what they contribute to their local, like, community. We'll get big campaign donations instead. True. The whole system is fucked. How funny of a stream would it be if, like, we did a just chatting stream like this one, where we just made a new type of government from the ground up and, like, had a whiteboard and everything, just new political theory. And like I tagged the stream as political, so new people would come and be like, what the fuck is happening here? They have the customers paying the charity under the company name. Yeah, exactly. So like without that, Like, you would have to get rid of that too, but that's really hard to do. Yes, I completely agree with that, K9. Where you get your money from for your campaign should be public knowledge. No question. I'm a firm believer in no company bailouts without changing the company. Either have the company then be a worker co-op where the workers have enough voting power to do things positive for their workers or be government wrong. I like that idea. Their sponsor should be at the beginning of the political ads, like like the studio tags for movie studios.
myself away, away, away. I cause myself away, away. I cause myself
If a company can go bust through their own negligence and then get bailed out by a government with our tax money, then continue their shitty practices, things will only get worse. But if a company goes bust, either let it fucking die or make it publicly owned. I like that a lot. Why reward a company for needing a bailout? True. Banks would be under government ownership as well as airlines. To raise their stock value? God, stock values get me fucking going too. to be involved in stock markets, the people that control the economy and funding having stakes in a market they can influence. What can possibly go wrong? Yeah, that's a huge thing for me too. Like anytime I hear of like senator insider trading or anything, I get so fucking mad. It just makes me so upset.
I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love.
Shouldn't become millionaires from that job. Yeah, they shouldn't. They should get a salary based on the people like that they govern over.
You say you wanna try, but you never do.
I like that philosophy a lot too, Canine. It isn't fixing a leaky roof. It is you probably got cancer from the mold and you're lucky the whole thing didn't collapse already. Yeah, that's a bit of an extreme analogy, but it's pretty apt. I do like the idea of making it so that senators and like all government jobs have a minimum wage, because then they would up the minimum wage to like, you know, a reasonable amount. My Uzumaki is coming out?
I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, you say you wanna try, but you never do.
I don't know how I feel about the animation style. Common posted the Adult Swim Twitter preview for the Uzumaki anime that just is coming out from Junji Ito. I don't know how I feel about the animation style, to be honest.
You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do.
We need ways to have laws pass out that need of politicians, because clearly the politicians won't go against their self-interests. I don't know about that one. I'd have to think more on that one. People that they're improving everyone's too. Yeah, exactly. 100%. It's a different. I just think it would have looked better if it was all hand-drawn. Because I think part of it is 3D. And like cel-shaded. Ugh. Yeah, that's the whole point of what K9 is saying, Lee, is that they have to admit that living on minimum wage isn't possible if they say that their wage wouldn't be enough if it was minimum wage. I also like the idea of, like, I can't remember where I heard it first, but there's update it works. Hey, yo, yeah, my guy getting catnip. Yes, they wouldn't have the change if it is their choice. Yeah, if it's their choice, they wouldn't change it, but... I can't remember. I think it might have been Hassan talking about Bernie Sanders or something, but there was a theory posted where, what if the person that was the representative for a group of people had their wealth or wage based on an average of those that they govern over? That way they would want to incentivize more jobs in their area, or better paying jobs in their area. Hassan is the best. I love Hassan. I really like Vosh too. Hassan had that really cringe take about Russia, but I think he's gotten better. Yeah, but then they can't say we didn't give them a chance to correct things before things got too busy in their political status for not protect them. Yeah. Yep. I stay away from Vosh and Keffels. Vosh is good and his take I'm not too keen on, but overall he's solid. Yeah, I listen to Vosh for more theory than his actual commentary. Because he's very smart. Like, don't get me wrong. He's a very smart dude. And, like, he knows what he's talking about half the time. Or more than half of the time. His edginess is not my favorite, though. I think Keffels kind of fell off, I'm not gonna lie. I was never a big Keffels fan, but I remember at one point she being extremely based, and then she became kind of cringe. When she got, like, too edgy or something. But I've never really been a huge fan of Keffels to begin with, so I don't know how much I'm talking about. And Hassan is kind of like strayed a little bit away from political discourse. He's more of like a big talking streamer guy now. He doesn't do as much politics from what I've seen. Has he circled back to politics more? All I see is politics? Oh, well, if he circled back to being a political man, then I might go back and start watching his stuff. I unsubscribed from him when he had that really bad take about Russia, but he's since walked it back, so maybe I'll resubscribe or something. Yeah, I've never been a fan of Destiny either. I think mostly because, like, both Hassan and Vosh don't like Destiny too much, so I've been kind of biased. What is my hair doing right now? Yeah, I wouldn't mind going back to watching Hassan. He's cool. Well. They don't rule people out unless they know they're just morally bankrupt. Fair. I like that. That's a nice sentiment. Accept new evidence. I do too, and I think that that's one of the biggest things for me ever since the Russia thing. Like the bad take that he had about Russia, where he walked it back. He was like, you know what? I was fucking wrong. I don't expect you guys to like blindly follow me on everything I say, and new shit has come up and I've learned. And I think that was really, really good for him to do. Yeah, exactly. And like, as long as those conversations are about, you know, productive things and not trans people don't deserve to exist. Having an intellectual discussion about like marginalization and how social programs can be better, instead of just, you're different than me. I don't think you should be different than me. In fact, I think I'm gonna kill you. That's not healthy political discussion. I should voice train. Or gives trans men the same amount of grief. So I think it's just because, in general, if we really want to play the, like, oppression Olympics, trans men are definitely more, kind of like, under the radar, if you will. Because they're a bit rarer? I actually don't know that off the top of my head. I don't want to keep talking out of my ass on that. I have actually no idea. But yeah, I mean, misogyny is misogyny. Like, we've been dealing with misogyny for, like, literally hundreds and hundreds and millions of years. So honestly, I'm not surprised that it kind of circled back to that with the trans debate, or conversation, or whatever. Have you, K9? That's good. I definitely have met far more trans women than I have trans men. Tons of non-binary folk, too. But that just might be my area, too. Able to stealth more and won't disrupt the system as much. You want to give up being a man to be a woman? And many in power are straight men and trans women are hot, yeah. That's... I can understand that, I think. Yeah, I think it's because, like, women in general are just far more scrutinized than men. And for the trad man to be like, well, don't you want to be a man? I don't understand why you want to be a woman. And like the vice versa of that isn't as prevalent, you know? Again, we're getting into stuff that I'm not as versed on, so I might say some bullshit here. Misogyny and transphobia combined is a hell of a thing. Yep. Trans misogyny, baby. all around the world. If you want to not talk about this, Tay, just say. Yeah. If we could stray away from it, I think that'd be a good call. I'm a little soft-brained on it. I think it's important to talk about. Just not sure if I'm at the mental capacity to do so. Yeah, I think it's really fun and important to talk about this kind of stuff, especially on a platform. But, you know, you have to do so from a mindset of people are listening and you need to be very articulate in what you mean so that there's no misconstruing. Because as soon as there's like misconstruing and misinformation or whatever, that's when it gets dangerous and not fun. There's a time and a place. True. So I'm gonna get talked over 110%. So yeah, I think playing Omori next sounds nice. I don't know if I'll get to it before I go to Japan, but it's definitely something we can do. And I think it's important to be able to start a discourse with someone who is underinformed about certain things as well, and bringing them up to speed through a non-confrontational way. Like, obviously, if someone's being shitty, then don't fucking engage with them. But, say, like a father comes to you and is just like, I don't understand why my son or daughter wants to transition. I just don't understand. And, like, unfortunately, there are a growing number of people that see disagreement as an attack. Yeah. So, like, you need to be open to someone coming to you like that and to talk about it on their level, because they are in the dark. They have no idea what's going on. And they're afraid. Like, with all this shit that's going on in the news and everything, they're afraid. And unfortunately, it's up to us, or anyone that they talk to calmly and diplomatically define and work out their insecurities about it. And it's not an easy conversation, and it's not an easy learning process. But it's important. Need a balance to not tell folks be civil, because that ignores all that built up to that anger. Yeah, that too. Like, let people feel things, and that's something I needed to learn. It took me a long time to learn that, actually. Like, you can't just tell people, calm down and we can figure this out. Like, you have to let people feel. I learned that kind of the hard way, but I think that once that emotion is able to be expressed, then the building blocks can be put up, you know? Because, like, I'll be a little bit open here. When I came out to my parents, you know, they did not take it super well, and we're still dealing with shit from that. And it's taken a long time, a lot of conversation, a lot of patience to get up to where we were, or where we are now. And it sucks. It sucks a lot. But if you want to keep those people in your life, then that's what you have to do. I understand what that cop did was wrong. Do you really have to protest? You mean fucking the American, like, ideal to protest? Yes, I absolutely will. I thought you said you had a pretty good time with coming out. I didn't have as bad of a time as other trans people I know. But that's not to say that it was good. I'm still dealing with a lot of fallout from it. Coming out to my friends, though, that was easy peasy. Easy peasy. Friend of the show, Zach, McFoodledoodle in chat. I will never forget what he said to me after I first came out. It was so fucking funny. We were hanging out, and I had already come out to other people and, like, on some social medias. And he sorry, the music got really loud for me for a second. About how long ago did you come out properly? Oh god. 6-ish years ago, depending on if you're talking publicly, like on Facebook and to everybody, then I was out 4 years ago. Privately, probably closer to 7. But when I first told Zach, or like came out to Zach, he had already seen like me talking about it on Twitter or whatever, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm glad that you came and felt comfortable to tell me this, you know, and I'm gonna respect you and your pronouns and whatever you need. I'll still be your best friend." I was like, and then he hit me with the, you know, I always did find it a little weird that you chose to play the female characters in every video game we played, but now I guess it kind of makes sense. And I looked at it and I was like, what? I didn't even recognize that. What the fuck? So funny. I love that guy. He's so good. I love hearing those kind of stories. Yeah, they're fun. I'm trying to think of other reactions to me coming out that are like positive. Oh, this is a little spicy, but there was one time that I was having some fun, we'll say, with a partner and some friends, and one of them was like identified as a lesbian. Well, we still fooled around a little bit because if I'm quoting them correctly, it was, "You're different, and I can't explain why." Meanwhile, in the future. Yeah, that was a fun one too. Surprised Josh hasn't come up here to tell me to shut up. It is like 5:40. Poggers. do for dinner tonight? Oh, I could make my General Tso's chicken. I've been holding off on making that for whatever reason. Spent about 3 years later. Yeah, if I remember correctly, my partner, after that whole thing happened, and like a year or two went by, and then they finally like I came out and everything, and like a month or two after I came out, my partner came up to me and was like, "Hey, do you remember that time that this happened and they said this?" And I went, "Oh," and they went, "Oh." It was very funny. I wonder if Nostalgics is on TCG Player. I doubt it, but... How do you spell it? Yeah, it's not on TCG Player at all. Oh, yeah, we can do that. Let me do something really quick here. All right, this is Gyrofield by Oligarch. Other way around. Oh, it's Oligarch by Gyrofield? Okay, I see. She's amazing. Seems... Damn. There's only like... There's less than 1,000 views on this video. Jesus Christ. I love this shit. Send me, like, everyone in this chat has permission to send me shit that has less than 1,000 views on it for music. I love finding underground and indie shit. I really like the bass design. It's nice and soft too. It's not like punch you in the face bass, you know what I mean? Yeah, just all the little sound effects over the top, too. Yeah, bass is really good. I'm gonna turn it up just a smidgen. Yoga? You're gonna go do yoga? Fuck yeah. It's like Prime Liquid D&B. Alright, alright. I'm gonna have to listen to that drop a few more times. There was something about it that didn't quite hit for me. Don't get me wrong, this song's fucking incredible and I love it. Yeah, this is really fucking good. That, like, those first two hits of the bass line, the do-jo-jo, such a cool sound. '94, really? Wow. Yeah, that was awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Holy shit. And now we're back to these bullshit beats. I'm probably gonna be winding the stream down here in a second anyway. Thank you so much for joining me today. I know this is kind of a weirder stream with nothing like super planned or whatnot, but I enjoy talking to y'all, so I'm glad that we were able to do this. I got to write some of y'all letters. That was fun. We'll definitely do another letters stream. Might be a bit, though. I'll hit you over with an address soon. No worries. At your leisure. Alright, everybody. Join the Discord if you haven't. That's !Discord in chat. Follow me on all my other social media platforms to stay up to date with me. I haven't been posting as much because I'm prepping for Japan, and also Twitter is a fucking trash fire. Trying to think of anything else. We'll be live tomorrow. Is tomorrow a marathon stream? Yeah, tomorrow's Wednesday, so it'll be a marathon stream for Pokemon. We've switched over to Gardevoir, and I've been getting some practice in with that deck, so we will definitely be playing that on Wednesday. Heck yeah. Hell yeah. Let's go. All right, everybody. I'm going to toss you off over to Jade, I think. I believe Jade is live right now. Yep, Jade is live right now. So I'll be sending you over there. Just give me 1 second. What? What about my phrasing? V-Star. Forest Seal Stones have gone down a little bit. They peaked on the 9th at $16. But the current price is about 10 to 11 by the looks of it. Oh wait, it's a UK thing? Tossing someone off means a special handy time? Alright everybody, have fun over at Jade's stream. Drink some good water. Get some good food. And I'll see y'all tomorrow, okay? Bye!